Hi, everybody. This is Mei Chung, Double Diamond with Neumi. I'm very excited today because finally got a chance to go through all the tools available with our company, and I'm so excited to share with you all what's available at your fingertip. This is meant to be an overview because there's just so much. Literally, there's so much, but this would be a starting point for you that you can. I'll make this video, this recording available, so you can just get started with the tools available in our back office. It's really as simple as one, two, three. Now, before I start, I want to just share a few things. First of all, the KISS principle is just so important because I have team members coming to me and asking me a lot of questions. And according to Tony Robbins, the tyranny of the how. Often it's not about how. It's really about why. I'll go in a little bit more detail because it's really just about keeping it simple and sharing from your heart. And uh, uh, I don't like using script or anything like that because everybody talks differently. Everybody relate to people differently. All the circumstances are differently. Everybody's needs is different. So it's important to understand, I guess, the mindset. So I like to start with the mindset. I'm a firm believer of having the right mindset. So whenever people come to me, I always ask them a few things first, okay? Now, one thing you have to understand that when I say keep it simple and short, does not mean easy. It's two different things, simple but not easy. And you might say, okay, it's not easy because it's difficult because I don't know how to do it. It's not because we don't know how to do it. It's not. We all know how to do it. It's just that we don't know why we have to do it. So I want to just take a quick example. It's like, for example, if I ask you to go and borrow $1,000 or find $1,000, right? And you might say, okay, I don't know how to do that, or I don't have friends that can lend me $1,000, or you can give me all the excuses in the world, right? However, if the situation changes, it's like someone is desperately sick, right? Your children or your parents, and you need that $1,000. You're in a foreign country that you desperately need that money to help. It's a matter of life and death, and this is life saving. I bet all of us can come up with this money. I don't know how, but you can do it at record time. It's as simple as that. Everybody can do it. Um, yeah. So just a quick example to illustrate. The next time you say it's hard or how is to think about your mindset. Really think about why you're doing it because the way I understand it is that's kind of the battery inside our body that fuels our passion. Life is short. I always say life is short, right? We have a choice of choose different occupations or different ways or be friends with different people. You got to choose what works for you, what is gonna people that are gonna enrich your life and not really draining you, that kind of thing, right? Okay. So why? Okay, we do have tools in our back office, and there's a lot of resources on the internet to help us to get a glimpse or discover why. Okay, first of all, the first thing that is available to us is Steve Scott's amazing teaching in the back office. If you go into tools, you log into your back office, go into tools, and then go inside under downloads. You can find a lot of the information I'm sharing today, especially this wheel of life, right? And so I find this wheel of life is used by a lot of people, like including Tony Robbins and other people. It's just a simple tools for you to kind of take inventory of what is happening in your life. Some of us are just so busy and we lose track, right? And we're focusing on the wrong thing without realizing that you're actually lacking in certain areas of your life. So it's a simple tool just to rate from 1 to 10 where we are at right now. Is it the financial stress that is giving us a big burden that can affect us, right? Because the stress it's heavy, right? If you're having issues in that area, put a 1 or 2. If you're financial independent, then that is not an area for me. I've been financial independent since 2004, so for me, it's not an area of concern. And then other areas like look at your family, your loved ones, your children, your health. Health is huge. Imagine someone living in chronic pain every single day, right? That could be, just some area that needs improvement, right? So if you go through the wheel, it's pretty self-explanatory. Your work, how you see your Neumi business. Personal growth is also huge too, because for me, I can see that through doing this business, I have learned a lot from different people. You get to see the true colors. You get to meet a lot of amazing people because of network marketing. I get to meet just amazing people, extraordinary people that I can look up to and learn so much to. They become my mentor. But there's also people that are interesting, let's just say it, okay? And they are not enriching our life. They're draining our energy, and then we have to just you just learn, okay? And other stuff too, you become more mature, and you in the areas of personal growth and spiritual growth, right? So how are you doing in that area, right? Your romantic relationships, your social community, that is key. As you know, especially in the past few years with the lockdown, a lot of people are isolated. It's really hard. People are depressed and people are committing suicide. I mean, this is a real issue. They don't feel a sense of community, and they're starting to come around. And sometimes you might not even know. Like, do you have friends you can actually talk to when you have issues, right? Especially male, I mean, predominantly, because a lot of female, they can talk to, they can find a friend and just kind of vent. We can just talk and like that. But a lot of male, or some people, female too, could be too. They just very introverted, and they don't know how to express themselves. So community is important, right? Are we taking any actions to get to know, maybe make new friends, or have a community that you feel is supportive, right? That is also important. And then recreations, hobbies, and vacations. When was the last time you took a vacation? I'm actually going on vacation with my kids. This Saturday, we're flying to Mexico. And guess what? My younger daughter reminded me. It's like, oh my God, I don't know what it feels like to be on a plane. It's been like almost 4 years since she was on the plane last time. We used to fly 2 to 3 times a year. And I forgot about that because I was fortunate to be started traveling last year. So yeah, sometimes it's just, this wheel is a good tool for you to kind of discover your own why. Everybody's why is different, and knowing why you want to do things and how it kind of how it is relevant to your life is so important. Another thing is that I want to share with you is little tidbits that I learned from one of my favorite, Tony Robbins. And in discovering your why, when you know your why, you need a breakthrough, right? For example, you are having issues with money. You constantly feeling a sense of lack and just having problem with money, or have relationship issues, whatever it is, right? Here's this system is to make a breakthrough, right? So what is a breakthrough, right? A breakthrough is a situation you've been struggling for a long time and then finally broke through. It's one of those things that it's been there, it's there, and it's never resolved. It's like constantly bothering you. So the way that he helped us to kind of have a breakthrough, discover what's the word, to create our own breakthrough, is to think of the last time you have a breakthrough. So I actually did some work myself, and we all have that, you know. One of my breakthrough was like the last time when I was younger, many years ago, when I had a very devastated breakup with my boyfriend, and how it happened, what causes it to happen. That's just an example. So whatever that happened last time, that triggered it, right? Make it happen, right? It's different for everybody. What made it a must? Like the pain is so bad that you have to do it, right? So and Tony Robbins offer free trainings all the time. So I recommend you to get onto some of his free resources, and even though his flagship UPW that I can attest to it is well worth the money, and it's life changing. And so, and he actually walk you through and coach you through the process how to do that. Okay, and I'm sure there's other resources out there. The key is when you listen to a coaching video, there's a lot of resources out there, Fraser Brooks, whatever. The key is actually to have to take the action, actually do it. Get a notebook and do that. You can actually get videotapes or like audiobooks or something like that, right? So the second part is like what triggered it, right? And then so you want to duplicate that again. Right? And then also what made it possible to last, right? So basically, you have to replace your old belief with new belief, new strategies, and new insights. So this is just like, again, this is only a quick reminder. So this could be a separate training altogether, but it just goes to say that to let you know the discovering your why. And so in here, in the context of Neumi, is that you want to start a business, right? Some of you have never done a business, have not have any success in any business before. So this is something totally new to you, is a breakthrough, right? And I can tell you most of the people did not succeed in networking, not because they don't know the how, it's because they don't know the why, or if they know the why, they don't have a breakthrough, and they don't have an action plans to actually make it happen and put in the actions, right? When you actually, I can reassure you, this is the part I cannot guarantee, but I can reassure you, if you put in the action, if you contact 100 people, some will buy, some will not join, some will join, some will sign up. It's just a matter of statistics, okay? So this is just important for you to take some notes, and that is so important. The second part is, so what is it that we are sharing here, right? And I like to change the word. If you see this in the back office, actually use the word sell. I don't like to use the word sell, because selling has a lot of, people just have this idea about what selling is about. It's very unpleasant, right? It's like someone's pushing a product for you for money, that kind of thing. So for you, Neumi, I honestly think is more about sharing, right? Because it's how we see Neumi. I can tell you, most of the members we share, if not all of them, is mainly because of the amazing benefits of Neumi and the life-changing benefit of Neumi. And we hear testimonials, people are literally just in tears, and we feel it, and how this basically give life back to another human being. That's why we share Neumi, right? So there's the product we're sharing, right? But there's actually more. Think about there's more, and then you will see that. And then from someone that's been in network marketing for since 1998, I've experienced a lot of the other stuff that I've come to learn what this business is about. This is more than a product. What we're sharing is a lot more. We are sharing a lifestyle of renewal through doing this business. Like, this could be a total change of lifestyle. Like, right, you get to make new friends. Self-improvement, I can tell you, personal growth is one of the number one. For me, personal growth it's up the roof. So if you're new to this business, be patient, and you will learn a lot, and you will appreciate a lot what this business has to provide to enrich your life, right? And so you improve your life through your sharing effort, which is really, really amazing, right? You're sharing, you're making some money, you're making some new friends, you're becoming part of the community that actually enriches your life, right? And when it comes to sharing, the number one ingredients is just have confidence, right? You have confidence, you can share, basically. Some people don't share because they don't have the confidence that people will say yes, or they actually get too stuck on the worry or the fear of rejection. I mean, I get that too sometimes because it is hard. I'm not going to lie to you. So hopefully, using the tools provided in this training, this is why I learned so much. I actually learned from Neumi about how to leverage tools. And the mindset is detaching yourself. And I always try to remind myself, when people say no to you, it's not about the you. It's not at saying no to you. They're saying no to the tools. They're saying no to the opportunity. They're saying no to the product. Or they just currently don't have the time. They're not open to it. And it has nothing to do with you. And I want us to start with sharing my own story. Some of you may not know. I actually know I've been using nutritional supplements for so many years, and I'm a big advocate of holistic health. And so I have a circle of friends that constantly sharing things with me. Just almost anything you ask me, I've heard of it. And so when people share this with me, I have a couple of friends share this with me back in February, I basically just said no. And from February to August, I have over 10 friends have amazing results. They share my picture, they share the pictures, and so I know I see that. But for me, my needs, which I'll explain that, you have to understand the needs of the person that you share. I just really didn't feel much. I didn't care about those before and after picture, to be honest with you. And none of them actually share with me any of the tools. No one showed me the 2-minute video. And that's the truth, okay? Anyway, so it took my sponsor 3 months, 3 whole months to continuously bombarding me with her posts, with her texts. But it's not just that too, because I have a great relationship with my sponsor, and she shared in a very, with confidence. She was saying, "Hey, I can see on the second day, or you have to look at glutathione. That is an amazing thing. There's a lot of research." She actually was the only person to actually share with me that the health benefits, or the person that actually really keep following up, which is so important, right? And I finally basically, okay, I'll give it a try. And that was like, what is it? So I finally basically started in September. I knew about it in February, right? So confidence is so important, and then don't let rejections or no to affect you, because it's not about you. I can reassure you. It's all about the person, whether or not they're ready. When they're ready, when you planted the seed, when they're ready, it could be like 3 months later, 6 months later, they will come back to you. It has happened so many times. I have friends that I share with confidence another product a couple of years ago, and they say no, which is fine, right? Because I'm used to it, but we're still friends. And when I start using Neumi, when they found out, they literally reach out to me and ask for my link. That's because of my confidence and my relationship, and it's all about relationship too, sharing. Okay, so let's get started. So and we have something called the Neumi 123 system, okay? And I love it because it's a simple framework. The framework is very important. I don't like script because everybody's style is different. And the framework is easy to remember, and it's simple, okay? So the Neumi 123 framework is basically consists of this picture in front of you, okay? So you have your prospect, your friend, your lead. That's one of the triangle, right? And so through understanding and communicating with your friend, or your knowledge of your friend, you can decide to do one or two things, or do both, right? You can just share about a product. If you're talking to someone just hate network marketing, You don't want to start talking anything about the recruiting or linking up or connecting to the leaders, all that stuff. They might just want a product. You might just want to share the product. So the system to sharing the product, it's simple. There's 3 steps. Is to connect to the tools, connect to the product, and follow up. I'll go through in a little more detail later in the next part, right? And it's basically using the tools available at the company provided to us to help the person to understand what this is, our science and the technology behind our product. And then once they looked at it and they expressed some interest, you want to connect them to the product, right? Get the product so they can start using it and experience the product. And then after they've been using it, you follow up and see how they're feeling. If they want to order more, if they want to learn more about the business opportunity. So basically, it's really just easy as 1, 2, 3. Okay? And then if you think that someone wants to know more about the business opportunity, which is the recruiting part, same thing. You still have to connect to the tools. We have a lot of tools that explains that. And then the second part is connect to the leader, and then we'll go in a little more in details is why it's important to leverage. In fact, it doesn't even have to be your leader or your upline diamond or 1-star, 2-star, 3-star. It could be just another member. It's leveraging other people's in helping your prospect or your friend to absorb the information better. So we'll go into that a little bit more. And through that, the prospect will, your lead will gather more information, and then you have to connect to the product, and then they have to find a way to get them some products so they can try it. Okay, let's just break it down. So this is the framework, only 3 steps, and let's go into a little more detail and maybe share some example with you, right? So we just talked about these are the components of the Neumi 1, 2, 3 system. So when you think, what does it mean by connect to the tools, right? The tools could be, I actually have a list of tools. Actually, I think is, I'll explain to you. I actually put in a list of tools available, and but I'll just give you a couple examples. Zoom meeting, a meeting like this, right? We have testimonial sharing. That's a tool. Inviting your friend to listen to the testimonials of people using the product, what's possible, what it does to them before and after. Another tool could be, we have tons of videos. We have a 1-minute video showing the before and after, using our Neumi skin, and then we have a 2-minute video that explains our amazing nanotechnology, right? We have a company overview, webinar. So these are some of the tools. So, and you must understand is all we have to do is to connect and to do the inviting people to take a look, right? Do not think that you have to be a scientist. I have members say, I don't know, I need to take the time to learn everything before I do anything. No, in fact, that's the thing that you should not do. Because when you do it incorrectly, you're actually going to lose your friend. You're going to lose your friend, and then they actually don't get a complete picture. They don't get all the accurate information. They will actually lose confidence, right? So do not present. This is not connecting to tools doesn't mean you have to present talking about the company, talking about the science, talking about all you have to do is just connect to the tools. Okay, let people discover by looking at the tools, and the tool itself will do a very professional presentation of the product, right? So let the tool do the explanation. Okay, so you might say, so how do I connect people to a tool, right? There are so many ways, right? Our team members in Taiwan, they are kind of like the old school way. They feel comfortable. They have to go belly to belly. They actually have to go out and meet with people and have a drink or have dinner with them and go face to face, right? So they would connect. When you connect, all these connect, one reminder is always connect with people, because we're dealing with people. Try to connect with people, not with sales in mind. Yeah, we are trying to share Neumi, but it's important to connect for the sake of connecting, right? If I'm connecting with an old school friend, you want to just connect first. It's like, oh my God, you can give them a call, and just to catch up, just like how you normally connect. Do not just start off by saying that, oh, I want to share a product with you or something like that. You don't connect just talking about a product. Most of the time, it's important to connect first, to catch up, to really connect for the purpose of connecting, and maybe like, oh my God, I haven't seen you for a while. How are your children? How are your parents? How's your health? Or oh, your daughter just went to university, whatever, just kind of small talk, just connect, right? It could be on the phone, could be on a text, could be in person, whatever. So you connect first, right? And but I do want to make a note, which I learned from Karen Justice from the one-star training, was that if you connected with people that you know that you met from previous business, maybe other business, network marketing business, or you know that they will be open-minded about network marketing opportunity, or maybe you just know that you because I met a lot of people through previous business opportunity, so they know when you connect with them, they actually know that you are going to share something with them. Then another way could be just being upfront about it, and this is the way that she shared. You could just say that, you know what, hey May, I have something exciting I have to share with you, but before we do that, let's catch up. We haven't talked for so long. What are you up to these days? And then you kind of like, you do want to let them know that and be upfront about you have something to share, right? And then you still want to be connecting by just catching up a little bit before you go into detail. Or maybe, you know what, if you try to connect with me and I know you're trying to share something with me, I'll just ask you up front. I said, what is it? Send me the link. I would look at anything. So that kind of thing. I might say no, but I will look at anything. But not everybody's the same. So there's different ways, and I would not overthink it. I used to overthink so much and spend a lot of time. But I've learned from Fraser Brooks, one of my favorite trainer. Basically, you just have to do a quick connect, and you pop the questions. And so me, I have this simple question I have on my phone. I use my phone basically, and I have my notepad. I have these. I literally can cut and paste some of the stuff, and so it's super fast for me. After I connect with people, I just ask them pop this one question. I said, have you tried glutathione IV? Or on the one-star training is like, do you know anything about intracellular glutathione? Something like that, just like a simple question, right? And then people might just say, no, I never heard of it, or I know about glutathione. I've been taking glutathione supplement. I've been using this patch, that's glutathione patch, whatever it is, whatever they say. Then you can respond by saying, oh my God, you got to check out this new breakthrough technology. If I send you a 2-minute video, would you take a look at it? So you wanted to ask permission before you send it. It's kind of like a ping pong thing. Then they will respond, and you don't want to send them like a big tags with a lot of information. Some people just get overwhelmed. If you ask a simple question, chances are after you have done a good job connecting with the person and being transparent about the whole thing, if they're ready, they will say, okay, yeah, sure, like 2-minute video or 1-minute video on the before and after, right? And that's how you started. That's how you connect to the tools. And Michelle, do you have some other experience you want to share with everybody?
Not really. I think you say it all.
Okay, that's great. Okay.
Yeah, basically, I think the relationship come first. So I think there is a pre-step of Neumi 1, 2, 3, connect to the person.
Yeah, connect to the person. You're right.
Yeah. So I think if people believe you, they will trust you. Right?
Exactly.
Whatever you give it to them. So my experience is that basically I just in my friend circle, I just say, yeah, it's just like what you said, right? Okay, have you heard about this? Right. Well, we connect first, right? And then everybody thinks, oh no, then I just send the 2-minute and the 1 minute. That's it. And then people respond, oh, I'd like to try that. It's that easy, okay? Don't send long video. And especially I would mention, I'm gonna send you a 2-minute and a 1 minute, okay? Don't send an hour, okay? Yeah, that's all. Yeah, actually you say them all, yeah.
Yeah. And the connection is important. Some of the new members, they don't have a lot of experience. They would just spam, basically said, bum 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 like that. And I receive a lot of those spams, and we don't like it. Nobody likes spams, and no wonder they don't respond. When you spam them with just the first thing without connecting, uh, the way they understand or the common etiquette on internet is just not to respond or call ghosting, because that's how they say, okay, I'm not interested, I'm just not going to respond. It's rather than say no, because some people don't like to say no. So it's so important, just like Michelle said, is connect to the person first. I think the Neumi 1, 2, 3 system should be like connect to the person first, right? And then when you connect to the person to say, how are you, how's it, how has it been, they will respond, because that is genuine. There's no product attached to it. It's only after you connected, then you can ask a question, like the simple question, and then you can invite them to look at the tool, okay? Or invite them to you want to learn more about it. Actually, our founder Steve Scott is giving a webinar tomorrow at 3 p.m. Would you like to or are you free to join the webinar and listen to him to present the science or whatever like that, right? Okay, and again, practice makes easier, and you should just contact your upline or get a few members together and do a role play. And we did that at the One Star training. It was so fun. It was actually so fun, and you can just practice. Okay. The second part is connect to the product, right? Once they looked at the science, and you give it a couple of days, you follow up, and then you just basically offer to share the product. Well, there's one of a few ways, right? If you're just living in the same city, say, let's get together for tea, you can just try the product. People literally just give them the switch to try, the spray. That's one of my team members, she's doing that. Or you can offer to send them a sample. If I send you a 7-day sample, would you try it and then allow me to get some feedback from you after you try it? And there's also a thing called book a meeting from a meeting, okay? Meaning that whenever you are talking, or even when you're in a conversation, right? You want to book the next follow-up so that people actually say yes and permit you to keep following up with them, right? So if I send you a sample, would you take it, and would you be able to give me your feedback in a week or something like that, right? So you want to book a meeting from a meeting, okay? And maybe you can just share the link. And for me, I don't have anybody that when I got started have any product. I just say, there's a link here, and I make it. I usually leave a voice message, and I said, the company is really amazing. Right on when you click on this link, there's this 30-day money back guarantee. I say that to everybody. So rest assured, you can just order the product. If you're not happy with it, empty bottle, 100% money back guarantee. And so I make it very simple. People can say no, and people can feel comfortable to refund if they don't find this useful. That's my style. Whatever is your style, you try different thing and see what work doesn't work. I can tell you one thing, for me, it has worked for other people. But for me, it doesn't work is to give. I can just tell you. When I first started, I was so excited. I actually gave 3 bottles away to people that one of them has a lot of health issues. And guess what? She gave it to another person. She didn't use it. But subsequently, with follow-up, she actually bought some product, and she's using some products now. But when I gave it to her, she just gave it away. The second person is my best friend, again, with a lot of side effects from the vaccine. And I wanted him to get better. And it's my fault. And when you give or to share the product, you have to, there must be a prerequisite for the person to watch the 2-minute video, understand science. Otherwise, they don't know the value that you're giving to you. So that's what I learned. I didn't do any of that. I literally just gave him the product. I said, just take it. That's what I've been doing that in the past. And the other products was easy because there isn't a lot of science to it. But this one, I just gave it to him, and you know what? He just tries it. I don't like the taste, and he literally just tossed it back to me. And then the third one was a similar situation that that the person didn't even say thank you, and just didn't respond. And I don't even know he has taken it or something. Anyways, just bad experience for me. But if you think that you have a friend or doctor or whatever you think that, or an industry leader that you think is worth investing and giving that product, it has worked for many people. As I say, this is very personal. You must give them the information, so when they do receive the product, they know what it is. Okay, they know how precious this is, they know the value, and then book a meeting from a meeting, meaning that ask for permission to follow up. It's like, I'm going to send you a bottle after you use it, and then let's schedule a time so I can get your feedback and see how you feel, that kind of thing. So so invest wisely. Okay, so that's how you connect to the product. And Michelle, do you have other tips on
Not
connecting
much.
to the product?
No. Sorry, May. I think your mic have a lot of background noise.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
just
Yep.
a gentle reminder. Okay,
Yep.
not much. Actually, the way we did it is very easy. Just to continue from like, even we don't have product on our hands, we line up people already, because people, after they see the tools, they are interested. Then you just make sure you have at least one set to give it to them, so that they have a chance to test it out, and then you follow up, of course. Yeah, that's how we
Actually,
do.
you can share your experience with your first month with how much product you order.
Okay, okay. At first, when May talked to me, so we kind of joined on September the 1st. So at that time, I order a $500 pack. But at that time, I already shared the tools, right? So people already line up because of our relationship. Okay, they trust that I don't do anything like crazy thing that is not working. Okay, so anyway, but then by the time the first batch come, it's already gone. So I have to actually make 2 more 1,000 pack, and then once they come, they're all gone. So basically, you do all these proper steps, and then it works. It really works. Okay, and then later, of course, you follow up, and then I would say around 80% of people come back. Yeah, I would say so. Yeah.
Yeah, another thing is, if you're living in countries like a lot of our team members in Hong Kong and Taiwan, it took like on average 3 to 4 weeks for them to get the product. So if you don't have the product so that you can connect your people to the product, so let's just say you're sharing, they say, oh, that's interesting. They want to try, they're ready to try, but you don't have product. And then they have to place an order and wait a whole month, right? Some people just don't want to sign up. They want to try, but they don't want to sign. If you have a product right there, and I have a lot of team member, they basically took advantage of the $1,000 package, which is another great tool that gives them 5 free bottles, so they can get a deep discount, and they literally can just sell them to them at the spot. So that's why some people ask me why I can grow my team very fast and people can share, because we can connect to the product quickly. So the key is to connect to the product quickly. So sometimes I always say that people in the US is just so fortunate. It take them like a few days, a couple of days, they get the product. But because it's so easy, in some ways it's harder. You have countries like Hong Kong, or even countries that we don't ship to, we actually have to reship to, that are not open. People really appreciate the value of the product, and appreciate the opportunity. They go above and beyond. So all my builders in Hong Kong, Taiwan, they always get the highest package, even in Canada, because they know the importance of having the product, and they don't want anyone to have to wait more than they need to get the product. So that's why it's important that when you have product on hand, and you can also offer, right? I have the product here, I have like, then they can actually place an order, and I give them the product. I actually have enough product to give like 3 or 6 sets to them, and they already have people lined up to want the product. And then when their product comes, they can return to me. So I lend it to them, they can give it back to me. So again, there's different way of doing it. Find a way that's comfortable to you. That's why I love the company we have at that $100 pack. That is very good package for people who want to just sample for the taste and see if they're allergic to it. One of each product, very affordable at $100. And of course, our $300 package, I always explain all the package. Do not judge. There's a lot of people say, I will only share one package because the person would not buy the other. Who says that? Really, I'm constantly surprised that I have so many team members initially, they would just order 100, and then when there's a sale, they will order 500. So yeah, so you just to share the information. So we have 4 different packages, right? So the 100 package is great to get a taste, to get started. It's great to sample it. But really, to experience the product, you want to use the product for a few weeks, like 4 to 6 weeks. Then the $300 package is amazing because not only it provides $300 of product, it gives you a free bottle. Everybody likes free stuff. So a lot of the people actually take advantage of the $300 package when I first started because they get a free bottle and they have enough to experience the product and also use it with their family, their husband or wife, something like that. And then, of course, for people who are interested into pursuing it as a business opportunity, the $500 pack gives them more product. I think the $500 pack now provides 2 bottles or 3 bottles, but the $1,000 pack actually gives 5 free bottles, which is really amazing. When you present like that, you let the person choose. It doesn't matter how they started. They're all great packages. They select the one that works for them. So that's how you connect to the product, okay? And I guess just practice, right? The next part is connect to the leaders. Why is this? This is for the part for the recruiting, right? Some of us, not all of us, I say, very experienced. We don't need to do that. But most of the people, especially new people, even me, I actually connected to my sponsor yesterday. I have a team member wanted to see and speak to someone in the United States, and I'm not in the United States, so I was able to connect to my sponsor in this case. But you can actually make friends with fellow members and help each other that way. So you can connect to another member, and they had a great chat, and then he's signing up. Okay, so sometimes is why you have to connect to the leader. You want to learn how to leverage. Okay, so when we say connect to tools, product, and leaders, it's also leveraging, right? You have to understand the law of leverage. It's using other resources to leverage your results for better results, right? Connecting to the leader it's very unique, or in some other language, it's called the ABC system. The ABC system involves mainly 3 people, right? The A stands for advisor, B stands for bridge, and C stands for client or customer or prospect, right? So the reason why the ABC system works is, well, the A, the advisor, or someone that's supposed to be more knowledgeable in the triangle, usually is your upline or your leader that are more experienced, have more knowledge about the product. And the B, which is you, which is a new member, and we call it a bridge because through you, your leader can talk to a new prospect, right? So that's the network marketing part, right? So you are the one who have the relationship with your friend or your prospect. Through you as a bridge, your leader can present the opportunity to your friend. Okay, so why this system works so well is because you have a relationship with your friend trusts you, but at the same time, your friend also see you as equal. Often, your friend does not think you know more than they do. They think they see you at an equal level. If you're able to leverage your leader or another person as someone that has the expertise, right? If I'm trying to leverage Michelle to help me to talk to my friend, even though I have the knowledge, I have 100% of the knowledge. When I tell my friend or my husband, they would not listen. They would just think whatever, they would think they know better than you. But if I were to introduce my leader or my friend, the one that's playing the advisor role, with some credential, like Michelle is a pharmacist, right? Or this person has been using the product for 3 to 6 months and blah, blah, blah. You tell a little background of a person to edify their position. Your friend or your prospect will look at them differently. And they also have this respect when they're talking. They would tend to listen more, especially in person. Have you find out if you're talking to some friends in person, they just don't even listen. You open your mouth, they dismiss you right away. But if you have another person, at least they will try to be more polite and listen to the other person. So does ABC really work? And when you connect to a person, you have a better chance of you're actually doing a service to your friend, because then they have a opportunity to really get a chance to learn about the product and the science behind it. Okay, so even though so try to connect to the leader. And even Michael Firth, one of our crown, he would connect to his upline. It's because he understands the law of leverage, right? So and again, you want to leverage the tool, not you saying, because you can say, oh, I have this team member tells me, say, I know all about glutathione, and that's why blah blah blah, like that. It's like sometimes you have to learn how to leverage the tool, and when you actually go to do that, and your friend just receive the information a little differently, that ties into a little bit of psychology and stuff, right? So try that. If you haven't tried that, reach out to your upline leader or your fellow member to do a role play to take advantage of this. So, and some of the things that you can use this is that you can just say, if people ask you a question, what are the ingredients, or how does this technology work, or why do you think this absorb better, or something like that. And you just say that, you know what, I just know it works, I've been using it, but I don't know how to explain it. But you know what, my friend May has been using it a lot longer, or Michelle, she's a pharmacist, or they've been doing a lot of training, or whatever, something like that. And I can connect you guys in a three-way chat. I can use a three-way chat. It's very, very easy. And she can answer your question. So I have a lot of three-way chat. In the beginning of chat, you put the 3 people in the chat, and you just introduce your friend, and you say, hey Mary, this is Michelle, my friend, and she's been using the product for 3 months now, and she's having amazing results, and her body used to hurt every single day. It doesn't hurt anymore. Or you can just share a picture of her before and after, and she can do a better job in answering your question. I want you to make sure you get all your questions answered. All they have to do is do that on a three-way chat. I can take over the conversation. I can actually put in the 1-minute video, and then and ask the questions, and you'll see how your leader can handle the conversation. So take advantage using a three-way chat. It could be a three-way call. In my experience, again, this is just my experience. A lot of people don't like to do three-way call. People have very short attention span. They used to watch a 1 hour video. They don't even know. They do a one minute TikTok video. So we're all busy. We don't have time to go in. Some people like Zoom. Some people don't even. Some might even never get on the Zoom. I find that three-way chat is as effective. But if you could try different tools, again, it's depending on different personality, what you prefer. And you will find that I'm going to be presenting a lot of tools here. You might just use 10% of it. It's okay. I just want to let you know that you have these at your fingertip. And even though some of the tools, you don't quite like them, but your team member may like them. So knowing them, they exist, you also need to present them so that your team member can select the tools that works for them. Like, for example, some of my team members like the three-way call, and I never do it. and I don't like it myself, but some people like it. So, some of the way to say is, and I always tell my new team member, they're a little nervous to say, I don't know how to answer the question. I don't know how to say. I said, it's very simple. Whenever they ask you a question you don't know, you just say, that's a great question. That's a great question. Let me check with my friend and I will get back to you with the answer. That's the typical answer I ask them to do. Or that's a great question. Let me put together a three-way chat and I can let my friend to answer your questions in a more detail or something like that. So that's how I do it. So Michelle, do you have any to add to this part, the connecting to the leader?
Okay, in the interest of time, I just lightly just some example. I think connect to the leader can expand to a wider scope, such as you can actually introduce your friend to see Steve Scott to explain the glutathione, or you have a friend who has a certain concern, such as like breathing problem. Then you can actually let that friend to see that that clip about that thing, and then we can talk about that too. Yeah. Okay, thank you, May.
Yeah,
Please.
and we have thanks for the reminder. Every Saturday of this amazing doctors call, and they're like the expert, they're doctors, right? And so by connecting people, it's sort of in a way connecting to basically different people that they get a chance. Or you can call that a tool too. It doesn't matter. It's just depending how you call. So leverage these amazing resources, right? And the last part is follow up. Follow up is so important. Follow-up doesn't even have to be the product. The minute you have shared the 2-minute video or you already talk about Neumi, your friend know about you using product, the next follow-up could be just a catch-up. As long as you have the relationship when they're ready, because they already know you already planted the seeds. Or if you're sharing on social media, people are watching. You should see one of my friends. She never liked my post, she never comment my post, but she watches. She actually told me one day that she actually knows what I'm sharing. So one day she just like sent me a message to say, I want to try your product, and I don't even know she knows. So so just follow could be talking about the product, could be just following on a relationship, just catching up with people, just so that you're constantly in touch with the people, right? And follow up is you have to ask the question, just like ATQ shared by Fraser Broke is. It could be like, can I share can I share some testimonials with you? Or you can just say that, oh my God, Michelle, remember I was telling you about this glutathione? Check out this picture. I just saw this in the testimonial group. You just pop a picture. Or how many days do you think this result? My neck, like the saggy skin was gone in 12 days or something. We constantly have amazing pictures. You can just share the testimonial. Or if people have been trying the product, right? With a sample, whatever, you follow with them. Like after 7 days, say, how do you feel? Share your before and after picture. Or if they haven't been, if they stop ordering or something, you just catch up with them and say, hey, Michelle, I remember that you like the product. Do you want to know more ways of earning a discount on the product or earning free product? We have amazing way, and they're members. Up until like 2 days ago, I was reaching out to one of the old member, and I asked the question, and they said, oh, how? And I said, did you know that there's a quarterly auto ship? If you do a quarterly auto ship, basically just order 3 months, $300 of product, you get a free bottle. Oh, I didn't know that. I've been just doing monthly auto ship, right? And then another one is you don't even have to share the product. The fact that they get a free product, it's just a package. It's like getting the $300 pack, right? Some people just want the free product, so it worked out to be cheaper. I mean, our product is already very affordable at $50, right? But people actually don't know this. And guess what? Do you know that if you get an auto ship, every 100 point, you get to redeem $10 of product. If you just place an order, you don't get points. Oh, I didn't know that. If you do $500 of auto ship 5 months, you get a free bottle. Oh, I didn't know that. Or did you know about our Power 3 system is so amazing? you share it with 3 people that enjoy the product, that you can actually make $71 a month that help pay for your $100 product. Oh, tell me more. Like, you'll be surprised. A lot of people don't know that. You could be just like following up and then just pop the question, because I can tell you, everybody wants discount. Everybody want to get their product at a cheaper price. And so I was able to talk to a team member that basically just did not order anything and literally started sharing, put in her order, put in her auto ship, and signing up a new member. Okay, it's a true story. Anyway, so I'm gonna just wrap up very quickly with a few tips. And the next few slides, you can find it in the back office in one of the tools. Okay, and so first of all, again, it's not the how. You know how. Since the day you can talk, you know how. How you trying to convince your parents that, oh, why you need to stay up for another 5 minutes? My daughter will say, oh, I need to do this, or how you trying to convince your friend, oh my God, this restaurant is so good. The curry is so delicious. It's like, it smells so good. Oh, the dessert, the cake in this place, it melts in your mouth. It's so good. You are selling or sharing, okay? So you do know, or this dentist, he's so good. He did such a good job cleaning my teeth, or my hairdresser or something. We are continuously sharing everything with everyone. So you're actually the pro already that you don't know. Second part, as we mentioned already, it's all about the relationship, right? When you have relationship, you have the trust. When I told Michelle, I'm trying this thing, you want to try it? That's it, because we have a relationship and we know each other. And so focus on building relationship, okay? Not on selling. The power questions, a lot of the time is, you don't have to say, oh, I need to explain about the science about this. No, the more you say, the worse it goes. Just ask the question, have you heard of, right? Just like a very simple question, right? If I send you a 1 minute video, would you watch it? So just simple thing, as I say, all these informations in the back office, download it, read it, highlight it, practice it, and put it in your own language. The more you practice, you get better. And again, listen to understand, not to speak. There's also there's a lot of psychology behind it. People want to share, they want to tell, they want to vent out their frustration. I always remind myself, or try anyway, because sometimes I forget to. If you spend like 10 minutes just listen to your friend to talk and tell you everything about them, after they finish talking for like 5-10 minutes, they will naturally want to hear what you have to say. Okay, so, and also listening also gives you a better understanding of what they need. Do they need it for health reasons? Do they need a business opportunity? Do they need it for beauty reasons? Whatever. By knowing more about your prospect or your friend, then you know how to basically answer. When they talk, they're actually giving the answers. So practice listening and listening before you speak. Use power words, right? I just found out, like, do you know that you can't even use oxygen? Everybody know oxygen, right? You can't even use oxygen without glutathione. Life doesn't exist without glutathione. The glutathione is crucial in helping you to use oxygen. One of my friends used it the second day, she feels better in her breathing. We have actually many friends that feel better. So key word that catch attention, simple, again, keeping it simple, right? Use a 1 minute message when you leave them. Don't write a long message or something like that. Just a quick catch-up message, or like a catchy word, something like that. That's relevant. So there's some examples that you can. I would recommend you, if you're new, do some role play, and it's fun, and you get to know more. And the more you do it, you will find, because everybody's personality is different, and whatever works for you works, right? And this is important. Whenever I do a three-way call or ABC, I always make a point to talk to my member afterward, to reflect on the situation, like why I say certain thing and how I do it. And so they are learning too, so they can actually do the ABC with their team member, right? So reflecting, or even I often think about is what I did wrong, right? Or was I too pushy? Was I not pushy enough? Or didn't I provide the information? or did I provide too much details? Whatever, just reflect it a little bit and then maybe make some notes so that you just keep doing, you get better and better. And in the back office, there's also a personality test that you get to find out about your personality, and that is so important. Like for me, my personality is I'm very I'm pretty fast, I'm very enthusiastic. Some people naturally feel that I'm very pushy. So for certain people, I probably have to just maybe slow down a little bit, use a softer tone, speak slower, and trying to, just listen more. Some people, some personality want to talk more, some personality more introverted, whatever. So the personality, knowing the personality of yourself and your prospect also helps you to improve your communication. One thing in time is so important. We're presenting a lot of tools. Pick one thing and just try that, and then one thing and then see what works, and do that. You don't have to learn everything. You really don't know. It just start by sharing with that 2-minute video, 1-minute video. It's so simple. We talked about practicing makes it easier. And to summarize some of the tools available in the back office, right? We have so many Zoom meetings, connect them to the Zoom meetings, and the doctor's meeting. Communities, this is so effective. Everybody is using. I have WhatsApp, Line, WeChat, Messenger, Signal, like everywhere. Facebook group, testimonial group. So connect them to the community so that they can look at other people's conversation. It's so important. They feel included. They can share their testimonial, whatever, right? The back office is so good. We may go do a back office training. Just go in there and look at all the resources available at your fingertip, and you can share. In the back office, there's the Neumi Academy with our founder, Steve Scott, have amazing training. There's also video training you and different parts of the business. Just take advantage of all those training video in the back office. The Neumi app is just an amazing tool. It's free at your fingertip, available to every single member. You download it from the App Store, and there's a video on the app teaches you how to use the app. If you share a tool from the app, you actually get notification when the person actually open your message or your email. When they actually start watching the video, you actually know what days, what time they start watching the video, if they watch 10% or 50% or 100% of the video, and actually keep track of that history. So it's an amazing tool. Try it, and then you can follow up after they took a look of the video. There are also document, ingredients list, everything you have your fingertip. Go and check out, look at all the videos in the app, and so you know what's at your fingertip. You can just share everything you need to share this business, actually all on the app already. Just using this one tool, the app, you can build a huge team. And now, of course, in YouTube, we have the Neumi channel in YouTube and Vimeo. There are tons of video. The Neumi ebook you can download from the back office, which is amazing. It has, I think, you can just download it and send to your friend. The whole book, I think it has about 15 pages. It has the science, everything there. Even the 2-minute video is embedded into the ebook. If you haven't, go download it, look at it, and share with your friend. Amazing tool. There's also a webinar link you can send to your friends so people have a webinar experience. And a Google Drive with tons of social media posts. You can just use it and post it on social media, pictures, graphics, and also reels. There's a few reels, videos you can download and then just upload onto your TikTok or Facebook story or whatever. So some of the documents that you, as a new getting started, is called Extend Your Reach. I actually captured some of the information in this presentation. Go download that. And there's a success guide. It's really good. This is the table of contents in the success guide. It literally just walks you through step by step how to discover your why, how to create your own vision statement, create your 100 name list, create your own story so you know how to explain yourself. So it has all these things, the vision map, everything. it's so important to fast start all new member in the first 30 days when they're excited, they really want to share, they want to learn, and you want to fast start them on the right way, okay? And so there's also the fast start plan document, has 2 pages you can download. It's like a checklist, basically everything we talk about, and then you want to make sure your new team member has gone through all these steps, and then they're off to a great start. And there's also like a name tracker. They can put down their top 25 people, and then they can actually track how they use the tool, right? How they connect each person to the tool, to the leader, to the product, all this at your fingertip. And then the last tool that I want to share is the Power-Free Tracker, which is so easy to help everybody to track if they are trying to achieve their first level, second level, or third level of the Power-Free bonus. And I want to close this meeting by this message from our CEO, Aaron Renner. He says, life is a series of choices every single day. And you have made a big one today. It's huge because you've looked at your world and had the courage to do something to make it better. Not everyone is brave enough to do this. And the company realized that, we cannot share this product with the world without you, and every one of you is important. Every single person that you share this product is life-changing, and it takes a lot of courage for you to do that. And so bravo to all of you. And thank you very much. If you have any questions, please reach out to your friend to find out more.